はい、どうも。皆さん、おはよう。Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Yatsuno Hakuya. How's everyone doing today? What's this? Hey, Anjay, how have you been? I hope you've been well. Oh my goodness, it's been a while, hasn't it? But I guess it's also been a while since my last stream, hasn't it? Oh my goodness. Wait, why is my chat not showing? There we go, there we go. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. How have you been? How have you been? How's everybody been? I know streams have been a little sparse lately, but I've been doing a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff has been happening recently, so I've kind of been just very, very busy. So for like the foreseeable future, I'm probably going to be doing these reverse 1999 streams for this event. And maybe the twins. When does the twins event come out, I wonder? The Atomic Heart collab. Let's see. Atomic Heart collab. When? July 23rd. Okay, that's not good because I'm gonna be at Offkai when that starts. And then I guess I'll be back the next week, but then I'm pretty busy the week after that as well. Oh, yeah, tight. Yeah, end of July is gonna be really tight for me. Oof. Guys, I promised some friends I'd be at a con, and then I ended up deciding not to go this year, and I feel really bad about it. But I haven't told them yet. I don't know how to break the news to them. I'm very bad at what do you call it? I don't want to. I have too much of a people pleasing personality, né? So I don't want to let them know that I'm not gonna make it. I don't want to let them know I'm not gonna make it. Oh yeah. I've got a lot of relatives visiting recently. Not gotten any sleep. I've gotten a lot of relatives visiting recently, and like some of them are living with me right now, which is very, very, very rare. I don't remember the last time I've had relatives visit and stay over. This is extremely rare. So every day has been very... How do I say this? My relatives come from the Asian equivalent of Boston, New York, Quebec. They're very loud. They're incredibly loud. Like their default volume is like earth-shatteringly loud. And I'm not used to that. I'm not used to people speaking that loudly. People where I am in Canada speak pretty softly. I'm not used to that level of booming voices, especially with like the amount of people that are there. Oh my goodness, it's a big crowd. Why do I have so much relatives? Why do I have so much relatives? I don't like this. I prefer having a small family, né? There's too many people. I don't know them. And like there's too much age gap. I'm young and spry and everyone's freaking old, man. They're nice people, but like there's nothing to talk about. And it's kind of boring. Probably oh man, I've been racking my brain because like how do I say this? I'm actually like making cosplay. I'm making cosplay for the first time in my life. And I actually like got my sewing machine back from my aunt. And I've learned something recently, guys. Sewing is really hard. Sewing is incredibly difficult. It's incredibly difficult. If you don't have the pattern, and even if you do have the pattern, it's still difficult. Between like just trying to decide on the fabric, the roll of fabric that you want. Just trying to decide that. If like stores have the color you want, in like the type of fabric you want, in the size of the roll. Because if your roll of fabric is not wide enough, you have to like modify the pattern. If the pattern is for something that is too small for you, you're kind of out of luck, because sizing up a pattern can be really hard if there's no like, if that pattern doesn't come with any instructions to size it up. And even if it does, it's still like, oh my god. I never knew how much fabric a skirt would use. Apparently it uses a lot. I don't understand, because like when you look at ladies' skirts, you're always like, oh my goodness, that just looks really like, it's really flowy and like airy, and it looks so lightweight. And it's like, oh wait, no, are skirts actually heavy compared to, I don't know, but like jeans are heavy, right? Jeans have a heavy fabric. But yeah, sewing is hard. Just trying to understand your sewing machine, buying the correct needles, buying the correct thread. It's hard. My brain is melting. I do not like this. Maybe we'll do a sewing stream someday. Maybe. Seeing how long it took Dandelion cosplayer girl to make that dress, I believe it. There's a Dandelion cosplay. I want to see. I want to see, Duskblight. Show me. I want to see. I just realized one of the servers that I'm on in Discord actually has like a live status, and it knows when I'm live. How the fuck? How the fuck do they know when I'm live? I never knew they had that feature. But yeah, hello Duskblight. I hope you've been well. I hope you've been really, 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 really well. I'm scared. I don't know if I'm gonna make my cosplays in time. It's scary. Apparently, like, skirts are like the easy thing to make. They just require a lot of fabric. But like shirts are even harder. I'm not even gonna, well actually I am making a shirt as well. I'm making a lot of accessories. I'm gonna be very cute, bros. I'm gonna be very cute. Lots of girlies are gonna comment on my clothes. And I'm gonna be like, ha ha ha. I'm prettier than you. Ha 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 ha. Oh my goodness. Anyways, enough chit chat. Today we're here for German Man. Right? Today we are here for German Himbo Man. Give me just a second.
People often exaggerate the complexity of cryptography. Take the simplest example. Look at the shadow at your feet. Its length is how the sun encrypts the time. Just wait for it to be at its shortest, and just like that, you know that noon has arrived.
I don't know what the frick he's talking about. But yeah, oh my god, we got him. We got Enigma. He's finally playable, even though he's human. He's completely 100... Well, he's not 100% human. His sister Greta was... like, what? A 10th? 1/10 frick, what was the word the magic people in this universe called again? I forgot. I need to remember. It's been a while since I played the game, alright? Don't give me shit. But he's like 9/10 human. He's got a little magic in him, but he's mostly human. But the game treats him as if he is human. I just realized, for the human characters, like Ezio, right?
Don't think I haven't noticed you looking to pay me a visit out in the wilderness.
Most characters have this thing called resonance.
In fact,
What was that sound? Most characters have something called resonance.
Don't think I haven't noticed you
But
looking
human
to pay me a
characters
visit
have-
out in the wilderness.
Have reasoning. Because humans are logical. I don't know what resonance means, though. See, Aleph also has reasoning.
While the other dies. One preaches peace.
Arcanist, thank you, Orange Aimer. Aime. And also welcome. Yeah, let's see, where is he? Where did I leave my... Yeah. Reasoning.
Take a seat as you like.
Reasoning.
of the
He's
fires
very
and
logical. Oh my god, look at his freaking
They may
suit,
seem
man.
messy, but I assure you, they're all in their rightful place.
Oh my goodness, I miss his sister so much. Creative's great. I don't know. I like him when he's like all prettied up, but I think I also really like him when he looks like a hobo. He doesn't look that hobo-ish. He's just got a slight stubble. And I love the post-it notes stuck to him with tape.
A
Oh my
cipher
goodness.
machine, once considered perfect, was proven to have one crucial flaw.
You need to find
The
a Twitter
ciphered
in?
letter could
Alright.
never be encrypted to itself. This spared it from the contamination of self-reference, yet inflicted the system with an ingrained incompleteness. Maschinen, Menschen. Es scheint, wir alle müssen uns selbst referenzieren, uns wirklich klar erkennen zu können.
Damn, I did not understand that. Someone German, please translate. I heard this is like a short patch. It's gonna be over like within 21 days. I have a friend who was like complaining about that. Like, what they're saying that patches that are less than 30 days is just like, hell no. Banners that are less than 30 days is like, hell no. Right? I don't play gachas enough to be properly informed about it. But, you know, when they go too fast, it can be kind of a problem for people trying to farm for materials, right? A silent afternoon. Enigma sits at his desk, trying to picture a field of grass. But something else pushes its way in. Something bitter. Something that tastes of rust. After several failed attempts, he pulls open the drawer and looks at what's inside. A pistol. Oh god! A Luger P08. Practical oh god!
Greta Hoffmann.
No! He says the name quietly.
Diejenigen, die nicht vom Sturm geholt werden. Wohin gehen sie?
No,
wenn sie sterben?
don't do it, man. Don't do it, man. You got so much to live for
Ich
still.
möchte
Come on,
es
please.
selbst überprüfen.
No! Don't! Bro just yeeted himself. Holy. Is that how he started this event? He just yeets himself? Oh, no.
Never afraid of sacrifice, she followed her own path. And her fearlessness and perseverance ultimately...
Oh no, it's the child.
Miss Marcus.
Oh, you've arrived.
Wait, whose voice is that? The investigator lowers her head. A moment later, she manages a slightly easier expression.
It's good to see you, Miss Semmelweis.
Of course, Semmelweis. Man, I've been out of this game for so long. I'm forgetting even people's voices. But it's good to be back. I haven't read a good story in a while. I'm glad I get to read one. Semmelweis glances at the papers in Marcus's hands. They're crumpled and near where the ink is smeared. New letters have been neatly filled in.
Relax. Everything will go smoothly.
Man, I love Semmelweis.
Where are the others?
The Foundation's memorial ceremony has already ended. It was solemn. Almost everyone came to express their condolences. They just all had to get back to their work.
Well, at least this cemetery will always remain open.
Semmelweis coming fashionably late.
I was more so wondering about those colleagues you're familiar with. Miss Kakanya, for example. I thought she'd be accompanying you.
Oh yeah, how's that bitch doing?
She had to go through a few more rounds of inquiries, so she couldn't make it.
She's still being
She
interrogated?
did send a bouquet of flowers, though.
I guess it's... Has there not been a lot of time?
It was just like the one you brought. A beautifully arranged bouquet of white chrysanthemums.
Semmelweis nods and surveys the figures scattered around them.
And Enigma? Where's he gone off to? Weren't they each other's only family? I heard he was the one who pushed for the Hoffman Knot name. Rather admirable, if you ask me. But now, at that very sister's funeral, our Mr. Adler is nowhere to be found.
He didn't even come to his own sister's funeral?
A few days ago, Mr. Enigma helped me sort through Madame Hoffman's possessions. Then he left all in a hurry. Later, I received word from Laplace that he'd barred the door to his office.
Damn, you went full hikikomori?
Huh. So he's chosen escapism then.
The conversation ends there. He, the two of them, and the rest all gathered here are little more than acquaintances to one another. Familiar only in their mourning. Right, he doesn't know them. This whole time he's been talking with Lucy and the fishbowl dude. At last Marcus speaks again.
There was a mailing list among Madame Hoffman's possessions.
A mailing list?
On the train to Vienna, she asked me a question, hoping I could read its answer.
What is the best way for someone to defend themselves if they cannot use arcane skills?
Oh.
I read the answer she expected. She asked because she was preparing a gift.
No, don't remind me of this, please. It's too sad. The words fly out of her like fired bullets. What a rare thing, the chance to ease unbearable grief simply by sharing it.
Mr. Enigma packed the list, her documents, her ID badge, and her diary into a box. Madame Hoffman's entire life reduced to a tiny box. Then he stopped and he asked me,
Where do you think Greta has gone?
Well, according to the French one, they went to the... According to the French event, like the Paris event, right? They went to... What was it? I'm forgetting the name for it as well. But like that other place where all the monsters are. Or is that a different place? The ink on the paper in her hand starts to run again.
Where has she gone? Heaven? Hell? Has the storm washed them away too?
Well, we do know that the storm is both survivable and you can come back from the dead in some form or another. But you kind of lose your original form. Like Felicienne here, she had to resort to stealing someone else's body.
Those who aren't lost to the storm, where do they go? Will I see her again someday? Will all of us, any of us, see her again?
Oh my goodness, Marcus is like about to cry. Please don't cry, Marcus. Please don't cry.
If only I'd known earlier that the gift she was preparing was a birthday present for him, then instead of taking care of me and celebrating my first day as a Foundation investigator, she
No,
could have...
no, stop it. It's not your fault. Stop. No, guilt's bad. No.
If only my arcane skill were more useful. If only I'd
No.
read what would happen on that stage.
You can't see the future. That's not your power. Stop. Stop. Girlie, you gotta stop this.
If only the future were written out as words on a page.
No. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. This is no good. You can't be doing this. You can't be beating yourself up like this. Semmelweis says nothing. She only raises her hand gently. Before that touch can reach her, Marcus draws a deep breath and forces her what-ifs back down. There's nowhere to turn for answers. No point in blaming herself. What's done is done.
I told him I hoped Madame Hoffman had gone somewhere with no storm and started a new life, even if that means I'll never see her again. In the end, he said he needed to think about my answer. He hasn't left his room since. I can understand that. I don't want to be here either. But I have to. Because I want people to know that they don't need to worry about me anymore. Escapism is a natural reaction to grief. Just because you don't want to face it doesn't mean you're heartless. Don't you think?
She waits almost stubbornly for an answer. Semmelweis glances toward the distant grave and smiles.
Look at you saying all that without stammering. You see? There's no need to worry.
Freaking cold Semmelweis. But yeah, she got all the words out. This is a big difference from the Marcus that we met in the beginning.
Huh? Sorry. I shouldn't have suddenly.
No, you're right. Everyone handles grief differently. Let's go. I'd like to hear how your training is going. I'm sure Greta would be proud of how much her little apprentice has grown.
All right, Miss Semmelweis.
Also, sewing my own costume has made me realize, I'm I was aware of how intricate the costumes in this game were already, right? But now I'm double, triple aware because of I've been sewing stuff recently. So I'm wait a second, how do you make that? Wait a second, those buttons look really cool. Wait, how would you even attach those? Hey Sonny, osashi-buri, how are you doing? She nods solemnly. They pass through the gathering crowd and stand before the gray... Oh, thank you, OBK, for 21 months of Sunbird membership.
1 became a member. Atabqueld 1 celebrates 21 months of membership. My favorite bird brain streamer. What's good, bro?
Thank you. I'm so glad I'm your favorite bird brain. I said a little bit at the start of the stream. I don't know if you were there for that, but I've been a little bit busy. I've had a lot of relatives come over, and my relatives are I described them earlier as New York, Boston, Quebecers. They're very freaking loud. They're extremely extroverted and loud. They're not really here for me, obviously. There's too much of an age gap. But they're the parents, adult things. The older generation, they're all la 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 la, la 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 la. They're going out every day. Oh man, I mean, I'm fine. I'm ambiverted, but man, I'll talk about it more later, I guess. But oh my goodness, I've not had so many relatives around before, and I've never had relatives live in my home, so it's been a big difference. She gazes at the small box in the hole, and everything suddenly feels unreal. Yeah, I'm getting ready for cons, so streams are going to be really here and there, especially because I'm scrambling to get my cosplays done. Yeah, I get it. Hey, I'm walking here, Tabernac. In Quebec French. Yeah, exactly. She desperately wishes it were unreal, just some nightmare in her mind, conjured under her pressure. But every book has an end. You slept all day? Oh, nice. I haven't had good sleep in a while. I've been getting nightmares. Can you help me with that? Send me your wishes so I stop getting nightmares.
Madam Hoffman
I want to have good dreams.
was an exemplary Foundation investigator, a dependable teammate, and my dearest mentor.
Oh no.
She never cowered in the face of sacrifice. She followed.
Oh no. A hand settles on her back. Semmelweis finishes the sentence for her.
She followed her own path until the end.
Pursuing the truth with a resolute heart.
My dad was in Germany a couple of days ago, so I didn't see him. I was still happy he was on vacation since he's always busy.
And ultimately, it was her fearlessness and
hopefully you'll get to see him
that brought us the knot
sometime.
that allows us to cross the storm.
Not too far in the future. So I have to cherish every chance to keep the story going.
She inspired many, none more than myself. She gave me the courage to leave the Flennon Isles, allowing me to witness and read so many new things. So, standing here, I vow to continue to seek what she sought, what we all seek, a world after 1999.
Oh my god, it's the title of the game, 1999. I thought the reverse. Because I want to see the world you believed in.
I will persevere as she did. I will keep reading, keep writing, record every experience, every feeling. I will never forget what you've done for us, for me.
What a powerful intro. Is this like whole event going to be a eulogy for her? For Greta? Hofmom?
Damn it, are you blind?
Honestly, is there no code of conduct among you people? You're the one barreling down the hall. Hold on.
It's the rabid dog. After spotting the bite mark covered ID badge, he wisely swallows his words.
Researcher medicine pocket?
Oh, sweet. Looks like even the little minions at the Foundation have heard of me.
Yeah, I forgot about what a menace you are.
I'm rushing to get a sample right now. If you're here for Ulrich, try that lab over there. If you're here for Enigma, check his office. If you're here for me, get lost. Better luck next time.
Bro, sis, you are not that wanted. Please. You think way too highly of yourself. Lord Peace, hello. Beautiful people. It is true. Everyone here is beautiful. They glanced past the staff member. Interest suddenly piqued.
Oh, wait. Let me guess. You suits can't take it anymore, so you're gonna shove a new director on us, right?
Oh yeah, and they want to get rid of Lucy.
Or maybe one of the oh-so-generous higher-ups has finally approved our application for a new lab? Oh, or maybe you're here to command us very obedient researchers to fix you up an arc? You know, like Noah?
Why are you taking out all your stress on this random dude that you ran into? You crashed into. My lord. Not want he's my son. Medicine Pocket is your son? My goodness, my goodness. What a chud. An adorable chud, but like, also like really grating. Hurt my fingers from playing... Oh, yeah, you were talking about that last time, weren't you? About getting hand strained? You sprained it and it still can't play? It was worth it. Now you have time to play with. Wow, that is like some interesting math logic going over there. Early 00 sounding VA is making me nostalgic. Is it?
Well, here's an idea. How about you shelve all that and let us get back to our research on edible procrasma extract? At worst, we'll get a taste of something sweet.
You're developing drugs. They're developing recreational drugs. Project Sakai. Ah, is that how it's abbreviated? PJSK? Staff member gives an awkward wave and quickens his pace, hoping to get out of his predicament. Speaking of like recreational drugs, have you guys been watching Chainsmoker Cat Girl? It's been very interesting. I've been watching it with my friend, who was a former smoking addict. And she's like, okay, so next, this is what's gonna happen. And just like magic. Just like magic, it's perfectly predicted. Watching what? Chainsmoker Cat Girl. You heard me, Chainsmoker Cat Girl.
That's a topic that requires a rigorous approval process and oversight from... It's not within my power to decide.
Just say it has nothing to do with you.
I need to deliver these files to Mr. Enigma immediately. I won't take up any more of your time.
Why are you so intimidated by this rabid dog? What the hell is that? Chainsmoker Cat Girl. Best anti-smoking ad that show is. My grandma at 90 still smokes. She started at 12. Ooh. What the frick is that? They toss a small metal tube to the flustered staff member. Giving him drugs?
Give him this and make sure he eats it. My application's been sitting on his desk for 30 hours. Looks like the only way I'm gonna get through to him is if he experiences it for himself.
The frick? He's gonna drug Enigma? Alright.
If there's an emergency, just press the button on the wall, not the red one.
Medicine pocket doesn't wait for a response, disappearing around the next corner. The staff member is left with nothing but a closed door in the distance. It's kind of cute though.
I see. You can follow the proper procedures to file a complaint against researcher Medicine Pocket.
I thought you, locked the room. Tosses the metal tube to one side and grabs something off his desk. Crumpled ball of paper drops neatly into the wastebasket.
The application has already been reviewed. The ever-generous assessor that I am. As for your request, based on the progress of our other projects, you can expect a response in about 69 business days.
Get fucked!
This is an urgent matter, sir.
Yeah, well, my piss and shit are also urgent matters.
I understand completely. It's a pity for us both that Laplace isn't a wish-granting machine.
Basically, get fucked.
If it truly is as urgent as you say, put the documents on the pile to your left. Make sure not to touch anything else.
Alright, Sonny, is Enigma's accent, like, accurate to German speakers? Is this how German people talk? I'm very curious.
Then when's the earliest?
52 business days. In principle, my department only accepts research assignments pertaining to the storm, and only the final results are delivered to us. The calculations and sample analyses you need will be handed off to other teams. But it's not like we have spare researchers just moseying around, and Laplace isn't the Foundation's personal calculator.
I like how he's really taking on his role. Isn't he like supposed to be like department chief of cryptology? He's honestly like, he's like, yeah, don't give my workers more work to do. They're already, you know, trying their best as is, right? So he's actually like doing pretty solid as a leader. Wait, no. During that last event that we read, I don't remember which one it was, but didn't Lucy appoint Enigma as the next leader of, Or am I mistaken? Didn't she appoint him as the next leader of Laplace? Or am I crazy? Hey there, Erico. Hello, hello. It is pretty accurate. Most of us speak fluent English, but if they don't, it's 100%. He is incredibly pretty. He's such a pretty homeless man. There's a gap between those events. So like, he is like the leader of the Laplace right now, isn't he? I know he was definitely like lead of cryptology earlier, but isn't he lead of Laplace after Lucy became a bolt? She's like, yeah, I'm quitting. I'm too dumb now. I all those experiences made me stupid and dumb, so I appoint you. This event acts as a sequel to a permanent game mode with a story mode, but yeah, he just deals with the paperwork. Okay. I mean, that's fine. That's pretty fine if you're gonna be a leader. Paperwork is fine.
If you have any objections or extenuating circumstances, you can take it up with our director.
Oh. I guess he's not the director. What the heck? Who is the director? Who's the current director then?
But of course, the position's still empty. I'm only standing in to manage the documents
okay,
and affairs
thank you.
no one else cares to deal with.
Thank you, game.
Looks like it'll be a tough job to find you a team.
Thank you, game. Thank you. I ask a question and you answer it immediately. You got that medicine pocket yeah, he really do. He's like talking very matter-of-factly, which is what I expect from a German person. Right? But he's, in essence, he's telling you, yeah, we can't do this, man. We've got too much work. And, you know, first off, you're not really our boss or anything. And we can deliver to you, but it's going to take like a long time. So basically, fuck off and stop bothering me. She's rubbing off, yeah. What's she rubbing off, huh? What exactly is she rubbing off, huh?
Close the door on your way out.
Oh my god, the most polite way of saying fuck off. To his surprise, the staff member doesn't argue. He doesn't budge either.
You can move your own legs without your boss's orders, can't you? Get out.
It's like... This is so
I'm
much
glad
good.
to see you're still full of vigor, Adler.
His head snaps in a surprise as a familiar figure steps inside. Seeing who it is, he finally sets down his pen.
Ah, if it isn't my old friend. What are you fetching for Constantine this time?
Can I just like take a moment to like remark once again as a reminder to everyone, Constantine's really freaking hot. I think Constantine is like one of the hottest women in this game. Okay? She's so bossy, but like at the end of that story event where like she just like, you know, pisses herself in reverence of like the real person behind the foundation, I was like, ah, that's hot. Okay, it's hot when she's doming, and it's even hotter when she's subbing. It's great. Low-key, my favorite character. He went on vacation because I was pissed that he's gone for a whole month. I don't like any other caretaker here. Oh. He was, for sure, was actual we.
I trust the last report you snatched was to your satisfaction. If anything else in these stacks of scrap paper strikes your fancy,
10 out of 10 neck.
Means, help yourself.
He's got a pretty big neck, yeah. Are you talking about Constantine?
That won't be necessary. Though I'll be sure to visit again should the need arise.
I forgot how small that is.
Mark, there's still some details regarding the proposed adjustment to field agent rations that I'd like you to confirm. Mr. Ulrich and Miss Simone have cleared a 15-minute block in their schedules. You'll find them in meeting room number 3.
Very well.
The door closes.
You knew of Miss Simone's return today. Most assumed she retired to the timekeeper's suitcase along with Madame Lucy.
Simone. Oh, is that the researcher that got vaporized? I don't remember.
Looks like the Foundation keeps as close an eye on Laplace as they do on Manus Vindictae. Some might even say that mad scientists and fanatical arcanists aren't so different, though the former does have the small advantage of providing a handy little invention here and there.
Always thinking from a researcher's perspective, Valor. Every researcher wants an independent, undisturbed laboratory. A simple wish in theory, but difficult to implement in practice.
Do they have a German sub? I mean, prefer Chinese dub in the game. German VAs, I know. I don't believe so. I think it's only English, Korean, and Japanese. And Chinese. The assistant, yeah, I remember.
I'm sure you didn't come all
I just
this
don't remember
way just to lecture me.
if she's the one that got vaporized by uttering the phrase.
What's the matter?
I trust Auric has told you what transpired in Antarctica.
We haven't read that part.
Not long ago, we received reports from a field agent squads and investigators. This time, the storm has brought us to the year 1920, and to a war that should no longer exist.
Wait. World War I hasn't ended yet?
The storm is hardly a perfect formula, and historical records often contain inaccuracies. Even under our current theoretical models, Arcana maintains a degree of uncertainty and unknowability.
Takes a stack of reports in Madame Zed's hand, nevertheless. As he flips through its pages, his expression grows serious.
An error of this magnitude doesn't follow any of our current models. This flood has destroyed at least 2/3 of all our prior findings.
What does that mean?
Since the beginning, we've diligently tracked the occurrence frequency of the storm. We've also long gotten used to it, abandoning any semblance of a pattern.
Oh, no, I've read chapter 7. That was the last story chapter I've read.
Because those who haven't gotten used to it are no longer with us.
I mean, from a few years ago, wouldn't believe himself if he knew he'd be into a German fictional guy that's a total fucking loser. He's not a loser, he just needs someone to, like, clean his room for him, you know? He just needs, like... He just can't take care of himself, that's all. Scornful laugh.
It's never easy to have your world turned upside down, for anyone. It's overwhelming at first, but the more you see it happen, the easier it is to accept. Of course, some still have their objections.
Who the heck is calling me? Okay, sorry about that. The relatives called. They're like, you have, like, time to, like, take... Oh, man, I really want to talk about it, so I don't know if I want to talk about it, so maybe I'll give it some time before I talk about it, but, like, I really want to talk about it. But yeah, basically, they're like, yeah, you want to, like, show the relatives around take them out and have fun. And I'm like, I'm streaming right now. I'm streaming right now. Not today. We had many days we could do this, but not today. I'm actually busy. My own complaint about this story is false advertisement. It's 100% Laplace, but it's only at 95%. It's not 100%. Okay. What's the other 5%? You never read this story? What?
There have been countless debates on whether we should prepare for war.
War with who?
Laplace is not an arsenal.
Our more radical members believe that, since research on the storm will continue to be lost, we should divert our resources elsewhere. The LSCC has been without a director for a long time, and the Arcanocentric Society Institutum Lorentz has gone unchecked. There is reason to believe that this has impacted Laplace's research efficiency.
Institute of Lorentz? Is that like associated with Lorentz Butterfly? I haven't read her event. No eagle mentioned. No eagle. Sad. Didn't she get a new, Didn't Eagle get a new, character card? Like, she's all grown up.
So, to ensure our collaboration with Laplace continues to yield valuable results,
Big news.
the Foundation plans to dispatch a director of their own choosing.
You're moving to Japan. You're moving to Japan. Is that the big news? That's like huge news though. That's like big news.
Absolutely not.
His clenched fist never comes down on the desk. He stifles his anger. Rage won't help him now.
I don't agree with the sentiment, nor do I believe the Foundation should assume complete control of Laplace. However, the reality is that, besides some perfect directing machine, the members will be the most easily persuaded if we appoint a human as director, which is why I've come to you today. If, under your leadership, Laplace can produce a persuasive new discovery during this tumultuous period, it would help my cause immensely. Of course, no matter what, I'll continue to express my support for Laplace's independence to the Foundation.
What exactly are you hoping to achieve with all this politicking? For Laplace to align itself with the Foundation? Or with yourself? You don't seriously expect a group of scientists to spend their time strategizing these things, like some kind of warlords pushing clay figurines around a sand table, do you?
Okay, apparently World War I is gone, continued to the year 1920. And now they're like, maybe we should arm ourselves.
I'd like you to continue your research on the toy box sent by Mu-C3. Investigate the source of its power and use its simulations to push out a report.
This doesn't apply to school. I didn't look into it because I thought it wouldn't go away. Went to the first interview and I was skeptical, but they met my expectations surprisingly. It was a very good school. You got into school for media design. Heck yeah.
Producing a final pre-storm protocol will refute accusations.
Will I be able to like commission you someday?
Risk management policies. And the core of the toy
like if I want a really nice business card, will I be able to commission you? Or is that a different kind of print media?
I see your reasoning, but why are you telling me this? Surely you aren't offering your help simply out of the goodness of your heart. What exactly are your feelings toward Laplace nowadays? Nostalgia? Or some kind of scientific idealism?
I still believe we can reach the final theory. Something all-encompassing that unifies the entire universe.
Why does it always go back to string theory? Enigma falters and lets out a sigh.
Well, in that, we've just been going in circles. In a decade, all we've managed is to return to the 11th dimension.
But that doesn't mean all our past efforts have been meaningless. The Timekeeper hopes to understand the situation outside as soon as possible. Once you've arrived at a conclusion, please contact me immediately.
Madame Z stands in the corridor, gazing up at the unfamiliar silver-white building.
Can a scientist become a politician?
That was your whole story, wasn't it? During her university days, not even the grand unified theory could predict that a graduate would become a politician. Of course. String theory 101. A philosopher from your homeland once said, if we take a foot-long stick and cut it in half each day, we will never reach its end. No, I'm not here to discuss calculus. I'd like to ask you this. Do you think a stick can truly be divided forever? If you reach the point where it can no longer be halved, what remains? Like, into the tiny little molecules, right? You might say it's some fundamental particle, but in my class, the correct answer is a string. Nature's most basic unit is not a particle, but an incredibly tiny string. Divide a stick to its limit and you'll find a string. Divide gold down to its limit and you'll also find a string. Even the basic unit of gravity should be a string. The entire world is made up of strings vibrating at different frequencies in unseen, higher dimensions. They may seem insignificant, but they are everywhere. Some pragmatists may laugh at you for taking this class. Why deal with this fantastical theory that has no experimental proof? I am a human, but you are an arcanist. I hope you understand my pursuit of a perfect concept, Miss Zhang. Is Zhang what the Z stands for? She used to be a physicist before being a politician. Zhang. Need a bit of sci-fi to please a fan. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Bro. Everything is connected, Me kicking my desk is one day going to affect like your what do you call them? Your descendants. It will affect your descendants in some way if I just kick my desk, because the entire universe is connected. She has two of the same name. That's BS. There's no way. I'll be acting and making music, stepping into my dad's roots and pursuing a dream. I'll be able to guys, my Osha commissioned me, guys. No one's gonna know who. Take pride in that.
There must be a theory that unifies everything in the universe, because every puzzle has a solution.
Clown? Yeah, I feel like a clown right now.
The bird is like a crossword. If you follow the clues...
Bro's having a bad dream.
Verdammt. Isn't it about time humanity evolved beyond sleep?
The Will of Steins Gate, oh my lord. Pushing the papers and files aside, he turns on the screen.
It's
3
only
PM.
been 6 hours. Looks like the little biter's actually done some work in between destroying public property. Side effects have certainly lessened.
Oh! Medicine Pocket was making sleeping pills for him.
Did I throw away the instruction manual? What did it say? Never mind. The little side effects have already been eliminated.
Lethal side effects.
The other symptoms don't matter.
Lethal side effects! Oh my... Pokey fucked him up with edible poison, yeah.
I hope this helps.
Wait, this isn't... Okay, that was a different medicine. What is this supposed to be? Hangover medication?
Toybox research, the Timekeeper's request, new results, and Lorenz. Alright, as always, problems rarely come alone. But the more problems there are, the closer we are to the solution.
Is that how it works? Oh.
We need to stop creating more problems.
Thank you, Ulrich. Ulrich slams his fist down on the desk in an attempt to end the chaotic discussion spiraling before him. Unfortunately, Laplace shouting only invites a louder rebuttal.
Then get rid of the approval system so we can all work in peace for a couple weeks. You know, spend our time actually experimenting instead of writing damn reports. That's our problem. I'm telling you, even if Enigma locked himself in that room for the next decade, he wouldn't get through them all.
So he's not even being Hikinit. He's just been busy stamping papers the entire day. Every day.
Focus on the matter at hand, researcher Medicine Pocket. The toy box has been fixed for now. And the
I was playing this mode.
Caused have also disappeared. But we need to come up with a way to prevent any similar incidents in the future.
Yeah. I was playing this mode. Isn't this like a way for them to predict the future or something? Or at least like to predict, to have simulations of what could happen. So they can anticipate it and like improve training, right?
And it's crucial we figure out how it had such a widespread effect. We can't risk almost all of Laplace speaking in cipher again.
What the heck?
I, for one, believe it's related to the storm syndrome. But our research progress has been far too slow. So I need everyone.
He's always at odds with... Honestly, I'm shipping him with the Birdman. I'm sorry. He belongs to me. Go away, Fishbowl. He belongs to me.
There you go again. You're gonna say that the language disorder interfered with our work, right?
You kind of need to talk to people, don't you? You can't just like autistically grunt at each other and just automatically know what you're thinking.
Well, let me make this clear. Whether I use cipher or decimal or freaking latte art to communicate, it's not gonna stop me from doing what I want.
I'm glad you don't have assistants then. Medicine Pocket mimics Ulrich's tone, drawing out the words.
Those emergency handbooks are only filling that tank of yours with useless garbage data. Whatever happens, my advice is the same.
Okay, I'm gonna lie. Oh, that's kind of funny though. That's kind of cute.
Mind your own business and let us fend for ourselves.
It's literally his job to mind your business.
Huh. Sounds like you've gotten over accidentally ordering critter.
Oh yeah, I love you, Elizabeth.
I suppose it is quite difficult to decipher a Tetris-based language, no?
Actual, like, sociopath, psychopath, doesn't give a fuck about anyone. Love you, Elizabeth.
And no, we can't just blow up the toy box, Medicine Pocket. As I said before, it cannot be destroyed through arcane or scientific means. You should know when to quit.
Where did they get it from?
Blow it up? Absolutely not.
Laplace definitely has, like, some of the funnest characters in the game. The ferrofluid near bounces in the tank.
Adler already notified us that the Foundation is pressuring us to deliver persuasive research results. This isn't the first time they've used our laissez-faire attitude as an excuse to attack Laplace. We need to use the toy box's simulations to create a reliable emergency protocol.
Right, he wants to make a protocol, so like basically a manual for like, you know, emergency situations. Yeah, Laplace's biggest success after making Umbrella Storm immunity items. It's this toy box. His dog is fucked up. An 87% playable rate.
Okay,
hey, Vegas.
I get you. We just need to submit something that'll shut them up.
Where's Ulrich's voice actor? I don't know.
So why don't you round up everyone who's been wasting research materials, hand them all Lorentz ID badges, and turn them over?
Is Lorentz like a different, is that like a different facility?
I did hear the Foundation has been quite lively lately. As crowded and chaotic as the crystal structure of austenite, supposedly.
Yeah, she is talking about rounding people up. Butterfly didn't quite make the facility. Oh, so she made her own? You're getting drafted. I am getting drafted to round people up. To like kick them out of the science lab.
That's quite enough. Now, if you'd please return to today's topic. Researcher Pointer, Researcher X. How are the results of your data analysis?
The two researchers have long grown accustomed to the lab's clamor. They know silence is the best way to keep out of it.
Here's my section. I've included a summary for the timekeeper's perusal.
I can't wait for Pointer to become playable.
In simple terms, the flood has altered the characteristics of the storm. The vast majority of our past data has been rendered useless. Our most reliable models require multiple rounds of verification. Therefore, our current conclusions are for reference only.
This should be plenty. I'm confident we'll adapt to these new conditions very soon.
Hey there, Immortal. Ulrich Zorschatter's Adam Christnell.
Have we made any discoveries regarding the arcane fluctuations emanating from the toy box?
If we're only looking at the numbers, the magnitude of these arcane fluctuations far exceeds normal levels. I also consulted all the arcanists I know with arcane skills related to language, words, or sound. None of them could find any man-made traces in the fluctuations. I have two hypotheses. One, this toy box is a naturally occurring arcane object. And two, its core holds a power beyond most arcanists' comprehension.
Oh, so it's magic.
I also have a personal
It's super
theory.
magic.
Mr. Ludwig's arcane fluctuations.
Huh? The frick? The meeting room door is thrown open, slamming against the wall. Everyone turns toward the figure that has just burst in.
Mr. Enigma.
Doors unlocked.
Wait, why are we flashing
I
back?
already reviewed your application last Wednesday, X.
King of Yellow type magic.
And you and
The fridge.
Hisabeth can stop submitting
What
those
fridge?
clinical trial applications for Medicine Pocket's project.
Oh, I have a friend.
Regulus is not an option either. There isn't a hair on her body that doesn't scream Arcanist.
Why is he being a Regulus?
I will handle this myself. After all, I was the one who questioned Medicine Pocket on the possibility of resuming research on the topic in the first place.
You don't know about the next match? Oh, you mean Atomic Heart?
It's a compelling research direction. An antidote for Procrasma extract suitable for human consumption, and a universally applicable edible extract with energizing effects.
They're trying to make Red Bull. He delivers a long string of terms with neither stumble nor pause.
There's no need for you to worry. I read the project proposal. Medicine Pocket already consulted me on a few issues.
I do know that the twins, right? Which, honestly, they just look like sentient toasters to me. They're going to be playable, right?
That proposal was supposed to be confidential.
I mean, I was expecting that already, so...
Never mind. But we need to act like this research topic doesn't exist until it yields some results. You are all pure-blood arcanists. You have a natural tolerance for Procrasma extract. But it's simply too dangerous to move straight onto pure-blood humans.
They just call twins sentient toasters. Yeah, I did call the twins sentient toasters. What are you going to do about it, huh?
Well, I suppose it's about time my quarter arcanist blood came in handy.
Ulrich's voice
Mr.
actor is Adam
I have no
Christnell.
intention, nor the power, mind you, to interfere with anyone's decision.
Hirose Daisuke. 210. Who's 210? Favorite VAs of all time.
But I did receive a document I think you should see.
Of course you did. There's always more.
It's about the language disorder caused by the toy box's malfunction. I'm sure you're familiar with it. Although the world outside has returned to normal, a lot of curious occurrences have appeared in the toy box. Allegedly, the behavior of its inhabitants has become increasingly formulaic and unified. Of course, these are Mr. Ulrich's words. I haven't seen it for myself. The specifics are on top.
He hands over the document.
I read the whole thing. It's comprehensive. Exhaustive, even. It should be more than enough to submit to the Foundation. But Ulrich isn't convinced it's persuasive enough, so we all know how easy it is to fall down a research rabbit hole. He needs someone on the outside to step in and make a decision.
Yeah, continue or stop.
At least, that's what I think. There's also the small matter of a waveform contaminating the toy box's arcane fluctuations. A waveform extremely similar to that of our dear Mr. Raven.
I get mentioned.
I've compared it. It's distinctly different from the other simulation data.
Wait, is it... We haven't ever seen Ludwig. Is he trapped inside the toy box?
Ulrich. Ulrich!
What are you yelling for?
I'm trying to return this copy of your report that you forgot.
Why is Medpog like in the background? What are you yelling for? You've been yelling the entire time. Let someone else yell. Toy box user manual. Step 1. Swear that you are more than 6 years old, or at least no longer have a habit of putting toys in your mouth. 2. Place the toy box upright on a firm surface with my handsome facing up. Make sure no cats are around. Who's writing this? No cats around. Make sure you have at least one friend to play with. Multiple personalities count as friends too. Chant this happy little incantation. With Arcanum comes endless imagination. The Muse Museum, right before your eyes. I guess Muse is the one who wrote this. Muse 3 reserves the right to final interpretation of this product. But they didn't make it, did they? Language disorder badly damaged our servers. Oh, it's Red Chan / low. Well, actually, no. This isn't even Reddit. This is just full 4chan. Much of our historical data was corrupted and garbage tasked and couldn't be recovered. Nothing I could do except format the servers. This is like what it feels like wanting to turn back time feels like. I almost want to join Manus Vindicte. Whatever, a whole year's worth of my experimental data got turned into gibberish. How could things get any worse? Becoming an enigma. They hate him. What if we all throw all the servers into the storm? How likely are we to get a server from before the language disorder? Oh, so it looks like all their data got scrambled, right? The data says the chance is so small that even an astronomer would ignore it. But if we made the storm affect all of Laplace... Someone's evil index has surpassed medicine pockets. I've contacted security. What a disaster, you know? 1 hexadecimal John Titer is already enough trouble. I heard she spoke almost only English the entire time during the language disorder. Wait, she spoke normally? For once? When was this language disorder? Well, I want to hear John Teeter like speaking normal English. Sweet Madam Lucy, did that really happen? Maybe, maybe not. Rumors about her are always like that. I like to join Man's Vindictive too. It's honestly worth considering. That's it, folks. Loss is done for. Dude, everyone's like, yeah, we're screwed. Don't skip the 14th part. There's more to it than the end. Oh, okay. Thanks for the help. We're in the toy box. Professional expedition team of 1 investigator and 2 researchers trudges.
More and more critters since we entered this forest.
Oh, that's cute.
At least we didn't come here for nothing.
And they...
Hey Ulrich, don't forget our loot.
It's the fucking game mode. So, like, are they actually inside the toy box? Do their minds get transferred into it when they're using it or something? His fellow researcher stares at him.
Loot? Adler, are you seriously calling these supplies loot? I didn't expect you, of all people, to start indulging in roleplay.
I don't know what you're talking about. And you can save your energy for the journey. We still have a long way ahead of us.
These chibis are so cute. Sensing another argument brewing,
Mr.
Marcus
Enigma,
cuts in.
Mr. Ulrich, perhaps we should hurry.
Man, her hair is so big.
So we can get there before the language disorder spreads to all of Laplace.
Is this a flashback?
Ah, good. At least someone in our party can put together a rational thought.
According to Muse's map, we still have 7 kilometers until we reach the toy box's depths. If we cross this critter's territory, we'll save a third of the time it would take to go around.
Suddenly a strange noise interrupts her.
Is that a critter?
Is that the big one?
No. It's an arcanist using critter speech. Looks like another piece afflicted with a language disorder.
Marcus stares at the arcanist and frowns.
We're too far away. I can't make out what he's trying to say. Let's get closer. I may be able to read some useful information. All right, allow me.
Okay, battle. Toy box resident. Seems intelligent, but is actually very hard to talk to. Is this common language in the toy box, or just meaningless muttering? I do not have... I do not have Marcus, but that's okay. That is a-okay. I do have Enigma. I've not used him yet. I don't know what he does.
Part of our deal, I know. Practice validates theory.
Endless in the shade, yes, made an Afern. A single green arrow, giant, bam, boo, shoot.
Oh, I understand. There's a maiden hair fern and a bamboo shoot. Looks like all I need to do is find the page with the fern and bamboo shoot.
Hurry, we will buy you some time.
Ants continue no along maiden fair her
We
fern.
should continue along the humid, shaded areas preferred by maidenhair ferns. I suppose we are like ants to the people outside. A giant bamboo shoot that looks like a green arrow grows at the end of the path we're looking for.
Oh, thank you, Marcus. Need a pull for Enigma. I don't know how much pulls. I actually got him pretty quick, so maybe you'll get him pretty easily as well.
Oh, our shortcut is just there, behind that big tree.
Grants ciphertext and dynamo.
Valid data.
Self buff.
Computation check. This one's hard to miss.
Oh, that's
Secure
cool.
Channel created.
Another
Wait,
perfect combination of
does he
reason
make
and
a
passion.
barrier? Or maybe he makes an array.
Goodness, this really was a shortcut.
I'm very grateful for your help, Miss Marcus. I wager we'd still be running in circles if you weren't here.
Indeed. If we can maintain this rate of progress,
Why is Ulrich always like in the bushes?
we'll be submitting an up-to-standard pre-storm protocol very, very soon.
The frick?
Ulrich, why didn't you submit this copy of the pre-storm protocol?
Half-finished products have no place in a conference, Adler.
Faced with the substitute director's aggressive interrogation, Ulrich... Okay, so they are really just... They really are just playing from outside.
It simply isn't persuasive enough. The toy box's storm simulation still poses some problems that require solving.
Am I hearing this right, Blob for Brains? You're telling me you've already finished the damn thing, but you thought you'd play us all for laughs for a while? Ugh, just turn it in, damn it! Shut those checkered chumps up!
As I said, there are still some problems that haven't...
It's not perfect.
Ulrich, you are slipping into the mindset of a creator.
Ah! He He's calling me out.
They're simulated data. There's no need for your humanitarian care.
Hmm.
And your biases are showing, Adler.
Calling out perfectionism.
As you'll recall from your encounters with the many familiar faces in the toy box, the pieces there are not objectively different from their real-world counterparts.
Oh god, is Greta gonna be inside there?
They are just pieces of data. Parts of a simulation. You
No.
shut yourself in your labs, in the toy box, calculating all day. And for what?
Is Greta gonna be inside the toy box? Please no, please no, please
If
no.
you all keep playing delusional genius, and continue to ignore the problems Laplace is facing, soon it will be out of our hands. This isn't the toy box. There are no resets.
Haika anime, what's that? K-drama? Oh yeah, sure. Like, what is it? I recently got into Alien Stage, I know, really late. And it kind of convinced me, you know? I think K music is pretty damn good now. K-pop's pretty damn good for me now because of Alien Stage. I'm interested in watching my first K-drama. Reverse anime is... What do you mean reverse anime? There's gonna be a reverse anime?
It's true, Adler. With every new era brought by the storm, the Foundation has only tightened their policies.
Oh, hell
To
yeah!
extreme. However, they need Laplace's research results. The Foundation doesn't view us as an enemy.
Exactly. I seriously don't get you guys. It's not like it'll affect us, so quit wasting our time with all these meetings. So what if Laplace loses its independence?
Damn.
Adler, we can't properly discuss the issue if you don't explain what's making you so apprehensive.
If the Foundation passes their storm personnel reform, do you really think you'll be able to continue your research freely? Laplace is this close to being completely subsumed by the Foundation. When that happens, where do you think our inventions are going to be used? Don't tell me that none of you have ever considered.
Oh la la! No wonder they called you Enigma. If you've got some insider information, just tell us already.
I like how his advantage is like the chillest person. She gives no fucks. Oh, what's this?
Adler Hoffman,
Constantine!
You've arrived.
And your very long
Please,
neck.
Sit.
I didn't realize before, but yeah, she's got a very long neck.
No need. I'm not here to chat.
Fine by me. Then allow me to move on to the subject. How's your progress on the storm contingency
I wanted
plan
to
the
see
Foundation
Constantine with her
requested?
hair down. She'd probably be so beautiful with her hair down. I want to see her with the hair down, please. Move to Heaven. It's so good if you're sensitive to sad stuff. No, I'm fine with sad stuff. A K-trauma instead of... Oh. Oh. It's about an autistic boy whose father passed and his uncle takes care of him and works with him. They are trauma cleaners. And that's all I say.
Get to the
long
point.
neck with high intensity. Fake. Chill.
I had planned on some small talk.
Chill.
But I'll get right to it if you wish.
She leans back in her chair.
If you assume the position of Laplace's next director, I can promise that the Foundation will not significantly interfere with the LSCC's regular operations.
On the condition I obey your every word.
Quite the opposite.
I will say though, she's
Everything
got
will be
really
in your
kissable
hands
lips.
to do with as you see fit.
She's got really kissable lips, I will say.
Then I would choose to keep things the way they are. And there are plenty of more outstanding, more rational members who could take on the responsibility. Take Ulrich, the leader of the Storm Research Group, for example. Or Pointer. She did remarkable work on developing the teleport disc, among any number of others.
Mr. Adler, I'm afraid you've missed a crucial point. Although committee member Irenai is the one pushing for the Storm personnel reform, appointing you as the director of Laplace is not his intention.
It's yours, isn't it, Madam Constantine?
You see, a keen mind is a key prerequisite to becoming director. The core of the issue isn't how the Foundation presents its final decision to the outside world, but who we present. And what we need is a human. A stable, persuasive, uncontroversial human. When all is said and done, the Foundation's objective remains the same. We only wish to do all we can to brave the storm. In this regard, you are the best choice, Mr. Adler.
Your best choice was forced to retire in the timekeeper's suitcase.
Lucy, right? Man, Enigma... I guess he's becoming a politician now, too.
Yes. Madame Lucy has certainly been enjoying a comfortable vacation. But let's not dwell on that. There's something else I wanted to tell you. Something interesting. To be kept to yourself for the time being, of course. It's a research topic we haven't yet revealed to Laplace.
Alright, see you later, Sonny. I'm glad to have you around again. Stay safe and hydrate? Absolutely. I've actually forgotten to drink, so I'll do that now.
As you're well aware, for many years we've been searching for a method to bring back those reversed in the storm.
What? You're gonna bring people back? I can see that's why he couldn't reveal it.
Well, the Foundation has discovered a feasible theory. If we can inject a person's past memories into a suitable body,
oh my god,
then we can restore those who were lost.
It's the French event. It's the Paris event.
All those years ago, a special candidate helped us in the first stages of this experiment. And now, we're finally starting to see results.
Who's that special candidate? It's not Felicien.
To this end, we hope to acquire help from Laplace.
And who do they intend to bring back? If you're gonna have to sacrifice someone to do it, you can't really do this for a lot of people. Who do they want to bring back? Who is so important that they want to bring them back? And you know, obviously, Enigma's interested in this because, you know, he wants to... Maybe he's thinking about reviving his sister.
Go on, spit it out! Or have all those long-winded administrative tasks totally destroyed your ability to get to the point?
You know something, don't you, Adler?
Everyone waits for Enigma to speak, but all they get is a room full of puzzled looks. No matter how much he despises Constantine's implications and methods, he knows that this is neither the time nor place. The words he cannot speak hardened into a stone in the back of his throat. Were he to let it fall, the ripples it would send through Laplace would be impossible to calm.
I'm simply learning to consider the consequences before I act. Some of the Foundation's committee members have gotten swept up in the prospect of an impending arcane war. If this goes on...
Changing the subject.
Laplace mustn't become a pawn in their war games, or a bargaining chip for their faction disputes. In short, we need to submit our pre-storm protocol as soon as possible, which means we need to figure out what the core of the toy box really is. No, whatever it is, we need to crack it open as soon as possible. Alright? If we hurry, we still have a chance to convince the talking heads at the Foundation to leave us be.
Huh! Enigma, are you actually begging right now? Quick, has the storm stopped? Has hell frozen over?
Whatever. Just give me an answer.
All right. It seems there'll be no solving our differences in the short term. So, I have a proposal. We submit 2 reports, and let the reviewers decide.
What are the 2 reports?
Fine. From a visual estimate, the perfect language covers everything in a 5-kilometer radius, with the tower as its center. On the beach outside this 5-kilometer area, the environment continues to exhibit signs of language disorder. A new type of it deconstructs words into phonemes, the building blocks of sound, and uses them as the building blocks of matter. A handful of seawater contains 1, 2, 3, 4, roughly 20 phonemes. Though clearly the phonemes themselves don't carry any meaning,
is that tentacle?
They do leave room to construct one.
No, it's a wave.
The waves create a chiming sound. This seawater holds enough phonemes such that they may monkeys may have an easier time putting Shakespeare together here than writing it on typewriters.
How many notes does this story
the
have?
wind strips even the quietest utterances into the smallest.
Guys, how many notes does this story have? I need to make sure I can properly schedule for this.
Perhaps these symptoms can be understood as a language microscope. The environment dissolves and dissects every spoken word. To use language is to quickly combine these pieces into specific sequences to create a meaningful utterance. Thus, one could view this entire environment as a simulation of language use. Bilabial plosive. I see. It's encryption and decryption. Hardly foreign territory for me.
Enigma crouches down, pulls out a small glass vial from his pocket and fills it 2/3 with seawater. He seals the vial and shakes it.
It still appears like normal seawater in this container. Let's see if X has any suitable equipment to analyze its composition when I get back. I wonder, if I bring this vial of seawater to the tower, will its composition change?
Puzzled, the neighbor watches as these locals come running straight at him, crying. Critters?
This language deconstruction phenomenon seems to have a limited range. Just now, the limit was around 2 meters.
He's ignoring them. He quickly jots a new finding on the back of his hand. The local shouting robs him of any chance to ponder it further. The clamoring colleagues surround him. No matter which ways he steps, they swarm in an instant. Tries to convince himself they're nothing but cold data, not real people. Not worth his time.
Predator attacks are common in the toy box. Go find the fellow with the glass tank for a head. I need to get to that tower.
The pieces refuse to take no for an answer. Their reality has made the choice for them. To keep pushing. This patch is a half patch, shows 14 nodes. Okay, thank you, Akiben. Oh hey, how have you been? 10 hours in toy box already.
If I waste time on things like this, I won't make any progress on the tower's function before the simulated storm hits. I need to finish the pre-storm protocol before Ulrich does. All the damn pleading. What is this, a time loop?
When needs collide, the result is either standoff or concession, and lately, Enigma has been favoring the latter. There's not a trace of simulation in the panic on their faces. Not even Laplace's most advanced equipment could reproduce terror so faithfully.
Leads the way.
They cheer and quickly clear a path towards the reef. Guys, how much money would you spend to create a perfect robot? Just so that robot can experience mental illness. We're going to accurately recreate mental illness artificially.
Practice validates theory.
Is that an array? That's an array, isn't it? Those who can't tell good from evil, this beach is our territory.
Let's get this over with quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Valid data. Computation check. Another unsolvable clue. This one's hard to miss.
Oh, he shoots with a Luger. Oh, zap.
Another perfect combination of reason and passion.
Who's that? Is that Greta?
Thank you for lending us a hand.
Oh no, 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 no. He's not ready for this. He's not ready for this. He's not ready for this. Oh no.
You again.
He's already seen her. As he approaches the trap survivor, Enigma's eyes fall on the figure before him. Is she actually there, or is this psychosis? Simulation of someone he knew better than anyone, built from Greta Hoffman's memory data. Are they going to try to use... They're going to use people's memory data from the toy box to try to revive them in real life. They're going to inject their memories into... Oh.
I should have known. This is the only way to the tower.
That's why they want research on the toy box. They want to use the people's memories from the toy box and inject them into living people to recreate them, but what's going to happen to the hosts? He mutters under his breath and takes a step forward. So I basically, his like whole... Is like the plan going to be like to go against this? Right? There's moral implications here. This is a waste of time. None of this is real.
I saw you on my previous expeditions.
I wonder if she's even actually here.
Oh, you're from the outside. This world is constantly resetting, so I'm afraid I cannot recall our previous encounters.
The last time I saw you, you were also on your way to explore the depths of the toy box. Is that the case this time as well? I built a tower there, in the depths, but nothing has changed. I'm no closer to finding out how to stop the storm in here. Listen to me. This is all a simulation, designed to help us find a solution to the storm. No matter what you do, everything will eventually reset to its original state. Nothing will change.
Weren't they talking about how the toy boxes, like, simulations were becoming more and more unified? Doesn't that mean they're getting closer and closer towards their answer?
You don't have to waste your time like this. You've already made this journey before. And it is difficult and meaningless.
Hoffman studies Enigma calmly. He's standing right in front of her, blocking the road ahead.
I appreciate your concern. It appears this isn't the first time you've observed our actions, and I'm glad I was able to help you come to your conclusions. However, everything you've said pertains to your business as an outsider. From your point of view, perhaps your claims are correct, but I'll only know if your advice is meaningful to me once I get there myself. When I see that tower with my own eyes. In any case, I won't be the last to visit it. Perhaps whatever I leave behind will help those who come after.
That is a very great thing to say.
Like I've helped you. Besides, if you've already concluded that this is meaningless, why did you return?
Yeah, why did you return? Why are you even talking to her? Why are you even warning her if it's meaningless? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Hoffman brushes past Enigma. Oh, part of me is so happy that we get to see Greta again, but part of me is also like, oh, what's going on? So if this is 14 nodes, we'll probably stop at 7 or 8. Or maybe 6 or 7. Wait, did I just... you know, it's fine.
I'm heading out. You can heat up the leftovers in the fridge for lunch. Did you hear that, Adler?
Wait, did she take care of him? Did she do the chores? At home?
What's the appeal of the mountaineering club anyway?
Okay, this is like when they're young.
At this point, even the neighbors are saying, looking for Greta? She's probably gone mountain climbing.
Hey, mountains are great. You shut your mouth.
Or rowing.
Oh, she likes to go rowboating.
Would you like to come?
Oh my god! Young Greta is freaking handsome.
Last time you joined me on the Covendo climb, before we'd even made it back, you said you'd never participate in any weekend sports events ever again.
Bro, she's a jock.
Chess, swimming, or doing those math problems you love? They're all worthy pastimes. There's no need to follow me.
I only came here to get a glass of water.
Oh my god, he's cute! Wait! Wait, these siblings are really cute! What? Wow! Oh my goodness. That is a face to fall in love with. Guys. Where's your nerdy German himbo? Your nerdy German himbo dream, where is he? Holy, look at that. And look, he's got no stubble. He looks so good. He could even be a K-pop idol if he wanted to.
Sure. By the way, I need your help for something.
Greta tosses him a set of keys. He catches them, his eyes never leaving the crossword in his newspaper.
What are you poring over now? Planning to lock up Papa's cigarette cabinet behind a code again?
That was just a Visionaire cipher. A beginner's puzzle.
Anyway, if you have the time, could you mow the lawn in the back garden? It would make Mama and Papa happy. And you know, I've never asked, what's got you so dead set on Laplace? There are plenty of outstanding research facilities to choose from. Why them?
Because I believe we share the same ideals.
The seriousness in his tone makes her pause. Her hand lingers over the doorknob.
There must be a theory that unifies everything in the universe. Because every puzzle has a solution. The world is like a crossword. If you follow the clues, you'll arrive at an answer. The only answer. An established theory. It's simple, clear, rational. Codes simply rearrange symbols according to a set of rules. Identify these rules, and you can decipher it. If we don't have an answer, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist, but rather that we haven't discovered it yet.
Bro's just pouring over his, like, hyper-obsession.
I've attended lectures at Laplace. Their researchers firmly believe they can discover the truth. It's utter conceit.
Never ask your autistic friend their interest.
But that's the way it should be.
Greta nods and opens the door with a smile. Oh my god, you're so pretty.
I see. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll receive an invitation from them soon enough. I've asked around. They all said age is no matter, nor whether or not you are an arcanist. Laplace opens its doors to geniuses. That's the only requirement. Won't be any trouble for you, Bruderherz.
Oh gosh, PTSD. He crouches and sets the flowers down before the headstone. They join other bouquets. White chrysanthemums now spill over the edge of the stone and onto the grass.
Many people remember you. Even Musée 3's toy box has a chunk of data. Still diligently simulating your stubbornness. But I'm sure you don't want to hear me prattle on about the past.
Whether to convince himself or to push something else away, Enigma searches his cluttered thoughts for something else to say.
The tower in the toy box. The Tower of Babel we used to solve the language disorder. It isn't the final solution. Yes, people are able to use verbal communication to understand each other again. Unprecedented, I know. But this has come at a cost. The piece's cognitive processes have all unified under the same model. Unanimous agreement. Unanimous objection. Can this even be considered communication?
He's been staring at the engraved letters for so long that they've started to look strange.
Ulrich and I each set off on our own expeditions. But in the end, we both decided to destroy the tower and take its core. So, now we have a new problem to solve. The core has a combination lock, and I can't make heads or tails of it.
The headstone offers only silence, though that doesn't stop Enigma from working out what Greta's response might have been.
I know. You wouldn't understand. This is supposed to be my specialty. Finding clues, cracking codes. All it takes for me is time, but my mind's gone rusty. Even my own thoughts have become unreliable. I haven't done any research of my own in a long time. Oh no. Just pointless meetings and endless paperwork. Trivial, inconsequential matters have absorbed my every waking moment, grinding the old gears in my head to a halt. I can almost hear them creaking when I try to get them turning again.
What it feels like when you become an adult.
Perhaps I've lost the talent I once had.
No! It's still there, man! It's still there, you still have it!
Maybe one day soon, I'll be using one of X's inventions. Even his simplest robots couldn't do any worse than me.
No, man. It's still in there, you gotta believe. The white chrysanthemums whisper in the drifting wind, and as he falls silent, the world's sounds close in around him.
Oh, Mr. Enigma, you're here too.
He turns towards the voice. Greta's mentee stands before him. Mentee?
I have a meeting with the Foundation. This was on the way.
They really just didn't want to say pupil, huh?
You're here to see her again?
Yes, I've brought some new manuscripts for her to see. These manuscripts. I'm going to submit them to the Daydream Post. But I'm not sure whether I'll be rejected again. I used a different recording technique this time, based on the feedback Madame Hoffman gave me once. So, I wanted to show them to her before I got an answer from the magazine. I hope she can see that I've finally figured out what to do with my limitless reading. Instead of focusing on how much I can read, I've decided to focus on the specific truths I can glean from them. To record the story of the storm.
Enigma steps aside. Marcus lays the flowers on top of the documents and sets them both before the headstone.
Without betraying my own principles or Madame Hoffman's teachings, I've managed to find a recording technique that can realize my dream. Of course, it's definitely lacking in a lot of ways. Actually, Mr. Enigma, I never thought you'd come here. Oh, I don't mean that as a criticism. I only mean I understand how you were feeling. But I suppose now you're here? You found an answer to that question?
Marcus chooses her words with care.
Not yet.
Man, his eyes look so dead.
But staying like this isn't going to help me think either.
Well, reading takes time, and so does seeking proof.
Perhaps. You probably have a lot to say to her. I'll get out of your way.
Enigma reaches into his pocket and feels the cold metal tube in his palm. He rummages in the other.
What's wrong, Mr. Enigma?
Nothing.
Enigma drugs something into them and turns to leave. She looks down. She knows these candies well. Similar ones could always be found in her mentor's pockets. The sharp, cold scent makes her blink.
Oh, mints.
Their tense, fruitless meeting finally ends. Enigma stands in the busy hall adrift. Staff members rushed past him without noticing, arms full of files, each load heavier than the last.
Talk about using a sledgehammer to crack a nut. What a meaningless waste of resources.
Communicator runs just in time, cutting off his lingering contempt for the meeting he just suffered through half an hour ago.
Adler, if you aren't dealing with anything urgent, please return to the place as soon as possible.
What happened?
We've made some new discoveries regarding the tower's core. It changes when observed.
It changes when observed? What does that even mean? Does it change depending on who's observing it, or like, is it random? Unfinished book. After that, the storm brought the world to the 1990s. Miss Isolde has readily accepted treatment. Miss Kakanya has been traveling the world, striving to change it. She quickly adapted to the new era and read many books. I also gave her plenty of recommendations. It's worth noting that after the Vienna incident, Miss Semmelweis became a vampire. This came as a massive surprise to everyone, but it also fascinated me, like reaching the payoff for her story's foreshadowing. After making many sincere requests, I got permission to read the beginning of her story. It is a complex tale, one that leaves you pondering incessantly about how it ends. However, if I were to tell the whole story, this would end up 3 times thicker. I would like to thank my mentor, Madame Hoffman, for showing me how to keep things concise. The world has traveled to 1920, but the world has not ended yet. The war has not ended yet. All feels like a continuation of that chaotic day. I heard Miss Kakanya was dejected that whole day, but she quickly returned to her mission from field agent administration. Even after crossing 2 eras, her tenacious spirit has not dampened. It seems that spirit has affected me too. I find myself constantly thinking about what I can do. Thus, I've decided to write this book to organize my thoughts, in hopes that I will find a conclusion before the final draft. Yeah, of course Kanya would, get dejected. Right? She was there when Isolde started World War I. Beginner's Guide to Ciphers, Visioneer Edition. To prevent Laplace employees from falling victim to pranks from colleagues, and to avoid research delays from being unable to break codes, we're distributing this Beginner's Guide to Ciphers, Visioneer Edition. Visioneer Cipher can be seen as an upgrade to the Kaiser Cipher, turning the simple shift of a single alphabet into shifts across multiple alphabets to increase complexity. For more on the Kaiser Cipher, see the Kaiser Cipher Edition. The main difference between Visioneer and Kaiser Cipher is that the Visioneer Cipher, the relationship between the ciphertext and the plaintext letters isn't one-to-one, making the key harder to figure out. However, since it still follows patterns, you can still find repeating ciphertext segments. By using higher frequency words in common language, you can guess the plaintext for specific segments of ciphertext, deduce the key length from spacing between repeats, and analyze the key. However, you don't have much text, this can be difficult. In these situations, you should use other methods to guess the key. The personality, the past, and writing habits of a person who made the code are important clues. Here's a list of people at Laplace who are very likely to play pranks with ciphers. Adler, Ulrich, X, Richard, Dawkins, Victor, frickin' Dawkins. If you encounter a prank, consider those suspects first. If you can't crack the code, confront the suspects directly and ask them to stop the prank. If the suspect denies involvement, try to force them to decode it for you. It doesn't matter if they're really the culprit or not. Hey, if you don't fix this, I'm gonna beat you up. I don't care if you're the actual one who did it or not. Fix it.
As you can see, this is the toy box's core.
Sorry, got really lightheaded. The core is contained within a metallic frame. As its center, something between a cloud of frog and jellyfish envelops matter, and symbols too strange to name.
After running it through some preliminary tests, we discovered its inner contents don't match up with any known arcane material. Our next step would be to record and analyze, but there's a problem. The matter and symbols floating in the core seem to change their state every time we observe it.
Without warning, the interior shifts again. Two forms slowly emerge from the fog.
Are those gears?
I think it looks more like the black and white grid of a crossword puzzle. Adler, your observation right now, the observation of a cryptographer with very distinct interests and inclinations,
God forbid a man have hobbies,
has become a new influencing factor on the core.
I understand. Under these circumstances, analyzing its contents is pointless.
Precisely. But the problems don't stop there. Within the 3-hour period after the core's removal, the environment in the toy box descended into chaos. Understandably so. The core has an unmeasurable quality. It stood to reason that the same quality extended to the toy box.
Hisabeth and I entered the box to verify this theory. With its stabilizing core gone, the environment in the toy box has also become affected by its observers. In fact, we found the level of chaos is positively correlated to the number of observers.
Observer effect. Changing environment.
Familiar, isn't it? Our current situation seems to share many qualities with artificial somnambulism. Hisabeth has gone to get reinforcements. Right on time.
Go on. Time's precious.
Elizabeth steps back in. Mesmer Jr. approaches the toy box. She leans over and peering down at the small, almost real world inside. A textbook zoo hypothesis.
I'm sorry, but this isn't the same as artificial somnambulism.
God, why do you have to bring Mesmer? After a long pause, she delivers her verdict.
I don't come to this conclusion arbitrarily. I've been paying attention to your experiments on this toy box. Look. In your toy box, there's still a vending machine at the entrance to the Laplace laboratories.
It's true, but out here, that vending machine was removed 2 days ago.
Artificial somnambulism creates images based on subconscious memory. It's blurry and malleable. Even with our guidance, memories can still lie to you. That's why we use it primarily for psychotherapy, not simulations for experiments. It's likely this toy box is operating on a set formula, based on the environmental conditions that were initially loaded, making it unable to generate things not included in its original dataset. Although your observations have turned into a chaotic mess for the time being, it has no inherent ability to change to reflect the real world. That is to say, the data in the toy box is from a static point in the past. If you don't update it, the vending machine will stay. It's this lag in data that gives it stability.
Good observation.
That's the best I can offer.
No, your conclusion was very valuable. So it's clear, if we want to progress, there's only one. Return the core to the tower and let the toy box restabilize. Then reset it to stop this entropy and return it to its original state.
You mean we regenerate the outer layer of the core to create a combination lock that can easily be analyzed?
Correct. Considering the chaos in the toy box, this mission should fall to you and Ulrich. You two are the most familiar with its environment.
Okay. Perform any interaction to continue. Okay. Rebooting. The all too familiar field of grass appears once more.
Why is our starting point always set here?
It seems the toy box is more stable than we expected. The topography hasn't changed at all.
Ulrich looks over the horizon. The tower spire, once faintly visible, is now swallowed by heavy clouds.
Don't worry. We've already located the tower.
Through the device, his slightly distorted voice brings them their second piece of good news.
Although there have been some slight changes, it still remains northeast of where you are. Just go ahead.
Oh, but can we assume that syncing our data out here won't trigger the observer effect?
Let's go.
Confirming that the core is safe inside the container, he shoulders the weight.
Please record the time intervals between the toy box's environmental changes.
Data's already been synced.
The two researchers wordlessly moved northeast. Seems they have both tacitly chosen silence. For a while, the communicator is the only thing making any sound.
Enigma, Ulrich. The data is starting to fluctuate. The observer effect will most likely begin manifesting soon. Prepare yourselves.
They halt. A bubble-like barrier drifts across the plain.
Oh, this is like a development on the Rorschach test.
What the
I can
ew?
hardly wait to see what schemes might appear.
How did we end up here?
In the blink of an eye, the plane is gone and they find themselves at the edge of a lake.
Environmental changes took 15 minutes this time. No change in the direction of the tower. Sure looks like a nice fishing spot you've ended up in.
As if we didn't have enough problems. A lake? What? Do we have to row a boat now?
I have no particular fondness for natural environments.
Row,
I think this one's on you, Adler.
gently downstream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Oh.
Good to see you finally grasp the most important skill of social interaction. Shifting blame.
What the fuck? The dialogue is delivered so dryly, but... Oh my goodness.
The last time I visited a lake was before I joined Laplace.
We love German humor.
Admit it, Ulrich. You're curious about them. What happened?
Their argument is cut short like a television switched off. They are plunged into complete darkness.
The data's becoming more volatile. The toy box is losing control.
At least the communicator's still working.
Enigma feels around inside his backpack and pulls out the core. It has warped violently inside its frame, looking nothing like it did before.
Which direction is the tower?
It's moved. Current position, unclear.
There's no easy way ahead for now, so we'll make a temporary stop here. Check the position again after the next cycle of environmental changes.
Wait, Adler.
The darkness has sharpened their hearing. There's a rustling sound coming in from all sides.
Looks like we'll have to deal with this first.
Okay, more critters. No turning back. Mysterious monster inside the toy box seems to be a component of a particular cipher machine. Toy boxes or environments mirrors the ideas and imagination of those participating. Whose interest summoned this cipher in this moving cipher rotor?
Battles can be just as informative as codes. You
That's
just have to know how to
critters.
read them.
What odd cipher devices? I suggest we observe how they move first.
No, our time is limited. We should take a page from Medicine Pocket's book and take them apart.
I'll handle the tech support.
Valid data.
The perfect solution.
This one's hard to miss.
Another perfect combination of reason and passion.
I was not expecting them to explode like that.
You two alright? We've got the data. Wait, that's not right. It's...
The projector fast forwards again, tossing them into the next frame. Oh, cute tower.
Yes, we're under the tower.
We got teleported?
That certainly saved us some effort.
If the toy box's environment is affected by its observer's thoughts, then did we arrive here so quickly because our goals completely aligned with one another?
Silo, a wish granter and psychoanalysis machine all wrapped into one. This would work wonders for my survey on arcane skills.
Right. Let's get the core into the tower and prepare our next steps.
Just as they reach for the tower, a shrill cry splits the... Oh, sorry. It was just, the core is just very shiny, You know what happens when birds, when we crows get close to shiny objects, right? We just can't help ourselves.
Ludwig? Why is he still here?
Verdammt! X, can you follow Ludwig's trail? He's made off with the core.
Not a problem. We've got his arcane fluctuations on record. Just hold for a moment.
Communicator hisses with static. A few seconds later, the answer comes through.
The tracking data's been interrupted. We lost him after about 50 meters of flight. Mr. Ludwig has left. Or more specifically, disappeared. This is residual data. A system error? It'd be best if you interrupt. Evacuate as quickly as possible.
Enigma ignores his pleas, which are now reduced to static. Jaw clenched, he pushes hard against the tower door. It doesn't budge.
All ready. Full restart.
Metal object lies on the ground in a spot he hadn't noticed before.
Data's badge. She really came all the way here.
He reaches for it without thinking.
Researcher Adler.
What?
They've issued the force quit alert. No matter what you see, don't approach it. We have to avoid interfering with the data.
But...
Ulrich grabs Enigma by the collar, yanking him off balance. The mystery of the badge goes unsolved. Their bodies begin to disintegrate into pixels. Finally, he is pulled from the space. The tower collapses into a cone of light and disappears. Yeah, どういうこと? What's happening? Is greatest badge going to be the answer that they're looking for? Chapter 8, Night Climber. Probably gonna have this be the last one for the day. How long have we been going? 2 hours?
Going mountain climbing again?
I could do this in 4 hours. I could probably do this whole patch in 4 hours, but I'm really tired, man. I'm gonna take a nap, actually, after this trip.
Where are you heading this time? Watzmann? Nebelhorn?
Spain, actually. To the tallest peak in the Pyrenees, Aneto.
You just finished a field mission. Shouldn't you take more than a day to recover?
I was only helping them establish an organizational system for the Arcanist database in Morocco, and I got plenty of sleep on the plane. What about you? Another late night of research by the looks of it? I've heard the people at Laplace are night owls too. You should fit right in with their schedule.
She's so supportive. I forget, are they twins? Is she like his older twin? They look very similar to each other. You know, even though they're siblings, they look really similar.
A genius's best thoughts always come at night. An overly poetic sentiment, to be sure. But I see it as a rational conclusion based on experience.
Greta shrugs. She has no intention of nagging him about it, the way their parents do.
Remember?
I know. Mow the lawn.
Noticing the silence, Greta slows her hand to the door again.
You look like you still have something to say.
This month, it is setting up an Arcanist registry. Last month, it was mediating an Arcanist dispute, cleaning up after the Foundation's mess. I don't think we need more examples. Greta, you're working like Mama sweeping the damn dust behind the door. She sweeps and sweeps, day after day, year after year, to abate a problem that could be solved by simply closing the window.
I know you aren't happy with always having to pick up after her in secret, but you shouldn't let Mama know that. But tell me, Bruderherz, do you think we should close the window forever?
No, what I meant was...
Greta waves her hand.
I never did properly tell you why I joined the Foundation. You're right. Field investigator work is as you say. But there are complicated procedures to follow. The actual situations are so simple, it hardly takes a genius to figure them out. Most of the difficulty comes from dealing with officials. It's entirely up to them whether they drop the red tape and empty rhetoric or raise their walls higher. And from a utilitarian standpoint, it's not a rational choice. After all, the promotion prospects are very limited.
Then why do you insist on doing it?
The stubborn confusion in his voice means this won't be a brief chat. She glances at the clock on the wall, hesitates, then shifts the weight of her backpack.
Adler, have you heard of Mount Godwin Austen? They call it K2.
The second highest mountain, after Mount Everest.
That's right. I like the name K2. Just a letter and a number. It's direct, bare, concise, unembellished. It perfectly captures the image of a brutal peak. That mountain has a higher death rate among climbers than that of the world's highest peak. Once you choose to climb it, you've already put your life in the harsh hands of nature. Even among mountaineering clubs, amidst the praise for your determination, I trust the majority of people would still exclaim, "Do you have a death wish?"
I don't follow.
The view from the peak of K2. It's different from yours. From the University of Göttingen. Or from any other place in the world. That's what those people with a death wish are trying to obtain. Of course, most Foundation field investigators don't face such extreme conditions. I don't understand Arcanum. I don't understand the Arcanists it creates either. But these things are deeply rooted in our world. The Foundation is a great fulcrum, a window, a place to observe, and to participate. Even if I wanted to, there's no avoiding dealing with all kinds of Arcanists and Arcanum. They hide, tucked away among the many interwoven branches of bureaucracy. This is a view gained only by joining the Foundation. Each Arcanist becomes a new case study, because no matter how bizarre the phenomenon, once it is systematically documented and analyzed, it always falls into a chain of logic. Adler, why are you looking for a unified theory?
Because he wants to understand the world? Is that why she wants to do this work as well?
To make the world concise, summarizable. It must be noble and reliable to be suitable for life.
Do you think society can also have such a theory? Something that can integrate all this disordered, chaotic fragmentation and allow Arcanists and Arcanum to find a place among rationality? I believe that's what I'm doing now. I see these endless missions as brute force exhaustive research, like foolishly trying to count every grain of sand on a beach. Once complete, it will give a full view of both humans and Arcanists, founded in rationality and worthy of trust. You could call it Hoffman idealism. It certainly seems to be in both our blood, Bruderherz.
All right. Isn't it by time you left?
He's a little bit annoyed, isn't he? Greta pays no attention to her brother's embarrassed huff. Something else has occurred to her.
I heard Laplace is experimenting on arcane skill fusion these days. They plan to distribute equipment infused with the power of incantations to us investigators.
I'm not going to put my faith in some inexplicable magic weapon.
Guys, remember this part. By the end of this event, he's going to be putting his faith in an inexplicable magic weapon. That's exactly what's going to happen. Called it here.
I expected you'd say as much. Then this might be more your speed. It's a Luger pistol, a regular firearm able to be disassembled and reassembled as you see fit.
Oh wow, what a loving sister, giving her brother a gun.
A pistol?
I also have one. It's a Foundation-issued pistol for field investigations. I'd say I already have a solid eye for it.
Greta, what kinds of missions are you going on that require guns?
While extreme circumstances are rare, they are bound to happen eventually. In those cases, it doesn't hurt to have a gun. That goes for both of us.
She settles her pack on her shoulders. The half-open door swings wide, and the morning sunlight spills over her.
I'm heading out now.
Greta, wait!
Time waits for no one, Bruderherz. I have to go eventually. For every mountain in the world, there will always be someone who seeks to climb it.
Oh!
Greta, I also... Greta! Greta! Greta!
Oh, Jesus. He pounds his fist against the door. It doesn't move. A door he knows well. A door he has always wanted to open. A door he had once opened. Or a door that only opens for geniuses. Snaps back to reality. Does he not think he's a genius anymore? The stares of his colleagues in the Laplace meeting room bore into him.
You've been out of sorts during our recent meetings, Adler. You should get more sleep.
Yeah, he's just been disassociating, falling into his dreams.
Sleep is a vital function for humans.
Thank you for your considerable insights into human nature. But that's quite enough. Now to our current situation. We need to figure out our next steps.
Conversation resumes and the geniuses leave behind the trivial matter of sleep.
Ludwig's reappearance has introduced a serious problem. The core is no longer in our hands. Our crossword puzzle has been torn to shreds, and we have no leads to speak of.
Sorry about that. Sorry. Again, really sorry. You know, it's just sort of happened.
Even the most skilled cryptographer can't reverse engineer a key out of thin air.
Seems like an easy fix to me. I say we take apart the toy box. Ludwig and the core are both in there, right? So take it apart. Let all its elements reset to their original states individually, then it'll be a breeze to analyze.
That's too reckless, Researcher Medicine Pocket. Dismantling the toy box might cause significant data loss, or possibly even destroy the toy box itself. Then we'll be without any research subject at all.
Well, sitting here overthinking everything isn't gonna produce any results either.
Just reset it. We can continue with our original plan.
Enigma cuts in, stopping the argument.
The toy box remains unstable. If we reset it in its current condition, there's no telling whether we'll return everything to its original state, or just cause even more chaos.
Ludwig's signal is still near the tower. We'd better come to a decision before he leaves.
No more hesitating. There's no use in waiting. Plus, since the data is restored after each reset of the toy box, we can start by assuming that the mishap with Ludwig has been fixed. We start with a hypothesis, then we test it.
Okay. Man, so much trouble that one bird can cause. Again, I'm really sorry. But maybe the story would have been too easy if not for that, right? Preliminary investigation report in the toy box. After the 9th storm, Musei 3 provided the toy box as a tool for simulating experiments to help develop a pre-storm emergency protocol. Existing solutions all failed to meet LSCC standards. Based on the scientific principles of objective investigation, rational skepticism, pluralistic doubt, and equal debate, response plans for the storm should also be tested in practice. Thus, this is not a useless effort or excuse to play board games at work. Yeah, we're not role-playing. This isn't a TTRPG. This is real serious science being done here. Project led by researcher Ulrich and supervised by Adler, launched after the 9th storm, has gradually refined. During this period, a technical fault in the box caused a large-scale language disorder, which stabilized after Adler's intervention, preventing major losses. During the Free Breeze incident, Researcher Ulrich used the toy box technology to test the Regulus Accord. Okay, so they weren't talking about Regulus. Due to busy schedules, development of the pre-storm protocol was temporarily put on hold. After the 10th storm, new anomalies began appearing within the toy box. Researchers Ulrich and Adler disagreed on how to handle the toy box, each separating separate research reports. These reports are currently being compared and evaluated. Oh. And I'm gonna end it here, guys. Thank you to everyone who came today. I'll probably finish the rest of the event tomorrow. では、今回の配信を見に来てくれて皆さんありがとうございました。お疲れ様でした。What's the Haku? What's the Raven? I'm gonna go take a nap. See you guys later. Bye bye.